Hello everyone and welcome at our presentation about modularity, and in this presentation we will tell you everything you need to know. So what is modularity again? Modularity divides a system into smaller independent parts, also called modules, that work together as a whole. It is used in many industries, but especially in automotives, electronics and construction, and then different components such as engines or circuit boards are made apart from each other before final assembly. This approach allows different teams or different factories to create their own module and focus on their specific module, which are later in a standardized interface put together. So there are different types of modularity, which are component sharing, cut to fit, bus, mixed, and sectional. But let's keep a focus on two now. The first one is component sharing, in which a component or a module is shared across different platforms, systems. And in this case, for example, a USB charger can be named, which is shared across different products such as phones, tablets, or laptops, but also across different technology providers. In this case, phones for Apple, but also from Samsung or the other phones you can name. And then secondly, we have sectional modularity, which refers to systems built from identical or nearly identical components. And these sections can then be assembled to create different variations of the end product. For instance, with Lego, the different blocks are quite similar with some variation, but mostly very similar. And then these can be used to create endless opportunities for the final product. So let's now talk about the platform ecosystems in connection with modularity. And a platform ecosystem is a system where all the elements share some mutual dependence. And this is the case for most businesses and their products and services, which makes it super relevant to talk about for managers. And then the platform ecosystems, they strike a balance between the more loose coupling of the modular design and the more tight coupling, on the other hand, of the traditional integrated products. This enables some customers to mix and match the components and the complements, while still enabling some specialization and curation of the complements and the components available. So it's important to talk about the platform ecosystem for three reasons, and we will go about over these for modularity. Firstly, because of mutual dependence. In an ecosystem, different parts, such as the products and services, depend on each other to work effectively. So modularity then helps to allow each part to be developed separately but still fit into a larger system. And this mix of independence on one hand and connection on the other is key to an ecosystem where companies provide a different piece and then work together through a shared platform. For example, in the Google Play ecosystem, developers create apps that rely on the Android platform, while Android benefits from having a wide range of apps available. Then, that flexibility of platform boundaries is a relevant point, because modularity makes the platforms more flexible, and this affects then the boundaries. A modular system lets new members, members could be companies, developers or partners, join and then create complementary products or services without needing to control the whole platform. For example, Amazon Prime allows independent creators to contribute, making the system more open and adaptable. And this easy exit and entry of participants is made possible by the modular design. Lastly, it's about the interlinking of success. So in ecosystems, often one player's success depends on the success of the other players and the quality and the availability of their components. So modularity enables this by providing standardized systems in which different parts can work together. So while companies have some control over their specific parts, they cannot control the whole system, but the whole system must remain compatible, and then modularity can help for this. And as a last example, the App Store of Apple. An app's success depends on the quality and availability of other apps and services, such as for payment, for notifications, and then all parts can be modular but still need to function and smoothly work within this Apple ecosystem.
Hi everyone, my name is Vincenzo and my goal here is try to explain what are the possible advantages of modularity, but also what are the challenges. So the first of the advantages is flexibility. We already talked about it. And a great example is the App Store or the Google Store. If we think in terms of customer experience, they can personalize their device by choosing and adding apps that best fit with their needs. But another great example is modularity. of modularity is scalability. And a good example in this case is the Spotify platform. That is entirely designed as with a modular approach, and so they have different teams developing independent modules in the platform, and these modules can be added or improved without the need of re-engineer the entire app, allowing for smooth integration of new services. And this is strictly connected with also the third of the advantages, that is risk reduction and maintenance. In fact, if we think an issue in the app of Spotify, if an issue arises, I don't know, in the module of the social sharing, this issue can be isolated and will not affect the entire app. So Spotify can update or maintain modules without taking down the entire platform. Another significant benefit is cost efficiency, and a good example for this advantage can be modular housing, that consists in the prefabricated section of houses built independently and then assembled on site. This approach can cut down labor costs, shorten construction times, and reduce waste. And this make the housing project more affordable. Finally, internal organization too can benefit from modularity. In fact, if we think again on Spotify, they organize themselves in teams that are called squads, and that mirrors its modular product structure. So each team focuses on a specific feature, whether it's a playlist, podcast, or social sharing, and this allows deep specialization and also the creation of expertise and a faster innovation. But also similar companies, other companies such as Apple, follow a similar approach with teams dedicated to different apps or functionalities. Here we can observe how the Spotify platform is organized in modules. There are basically modules everywhere with 4 macro areas that works totally independently. And we can also observe the example of scalability and how Spotify added the podcast sections without interfere or change or re-engineer the entire app, but just adding a new module. Finally, we can see also how these modules can be used also to offer customization and so flexibility to the customer experience. Now let's talk about the challenges of modularity, because we have seen that there are a lot of advantages, but this doesn't mean that it is easy to implement a modular system. Integrate these modules can be complex, and be sure that each module works well with the other can be difficult. Especially when we are dealing with a large system or when different teams or suppliers are responsible for various components. The more modules there are, and the harder it can be to manage the interaction without creating performance issues. And this is another crucial aspect, the overall modularization. So try to understand which is the right number of modules without create an excessive number of modules that are less effective, and they only create a more complex process to manage. The other major challenge after the integration one is the creation of common standards among all these modules, and the setting of these standards across teams or even external partners can be difficult. You need standardized interfaces and specification, you need to enhance communication among the different players, and you need a good system of control and quality control. We already seen how Spotify platform works, and their major challenge is to create an integrated final product that is a unique and complete product. But also, if we think about a total different industry, such the car industry. We have the EV manufacturers like Tesla that use modular battery packs and drive units, making it easier to scale production and repair components. But Tesla faced challenges with, if we think at the Model 3 production, due to the over-automation and integration issues, and the complex assembly line that they designed was basically totally redesigned because there were bottlenecks, delays, and quality problems. So one of the problem of modularity can be the overestimation of the possibility of manage these system that can become also very complex and difficult to manage. So to conclude, we can say that modularity is a powerful idea that can be used in many different ways in industry to solve a wide range of needs. We already seen its impact in modular housing, where it helps cut down on waste and speed up the building, making construction more sustainable and more affordable. Looking ahead, the same approach can be used in areas like AI, where different modules can be customized for specific tasks, making AI flexible and useful. We believe that modularity will keep growing in importance, helping to tackle the challenges and the opportunities of the future, such as sustainability and new technologies. So that's it. These are the people in our team who contributed to this work. We hope this presentation gave you a clear understanding of what modularity is. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.